Hello everybody, welcome back to Reading for Vocabulary. I'm Brian Stuart. We're on Unit 2 now. We're talking about rocks. Rocks? That's boring. Actually, rocks are interesting. We're going to find out some interesting things about rocks in this lesson. Lesson 4, we're talking about we've struck gold. We've struck gold? We hit gold? Well, that's what people will say if they find gold. And gold is very precious, right? It's precious. Okay, so we've struck gold. We found gold. We're talking about science. That's our subject. Our subject is about science. And we're going to focus on some rocks are very expensive or precious, right? Let's take a look. Okay, gold is a type of metal, really. They're saying it's a type of rock. It's a precious rock. If you look at these things are made of gold, it's very expensive, very precious, right? People like to have gold. Gold is very beautiful. So people will think it's very precious rock and it's worth a lot of money. It's worth a lot of money. So gold is worth a lot of money. Okay, gold is a precious rock. Okay, let's take a look at our vocabulary. Number 1, what is this? This is not gold, right? What is this? This is a very beautiful stone or rock. It's a clear, hard, and expensive stone. And you see this big one here, but you also see all of these other ones here. Wow, this is a really expensive thing, isn't it? Because it has many diamonds. Diamond. Diamond is just 2 sounds. Diamond. Don't say diamond. No, diamond. Diamond. Okay? So diamonds are very expensive. They're very hard, too. Really hard. Do you know that diamonds can cut glass? That's how hard diamonds are. Diamonds can cut glass. So diamonds are very hard. Next one. 2, something pretty you wear on your neck or fingers. Wow, look at all of these stones, all of these rocks. They're very pretty. These, of course, are gemstones. Gemstones. Let me write that here for you. Stones. Now, I don't have enough room. Gemstones, maybe I should write it over here. It's really one word, gemstones. And there's many types of gemstones. Here's our diamond. Remember the diamond. Here's a ruby, right? Here's a sapphire. There's many types of gemstones, okay? But when you take these gemstones and you make them, you put them on a ring, or you put them on a necklace, or you put them in earrings. I don't wear earrings, but some people, some guys do. Earrings. You put earrings or necklace or ring. What do you call that? That you can wear on your neck, your fingers, your ears, right? What do you call that? You call it jewelry. Now this is himdoro to pronounce, right? Palam himdoro, right? So jewelry, jewelry. It's kind of like jewelry. So if you think about it, it sounds like 2 sounds. Jewelry. But jewel is really 2 sounds. Jewelry, jewelry. So jewelry, jewelry. It's a little himdoro, right? Jewelry, jewelry. Okay? So that is the sound, or that's how you pronounce jewelry. And remember, this is not jewelry. This is just gemstones. But we use gemstones to make rings, earrings, necklace. That's jewelry. Okay. 3, to try to find something. So you're looking through a magnifying glass, right? She's trying to find something. I don't know if you can see in the picture, there's 2 ladybugs here. She's trying to find those ladybugs, right? What is she doing? She is searching. She is searching. Search. To search means to try to find something. You could also say look for. She is looking for. Look for, search, dokateo, right? Search and look for, same thing. He is looking for his keys. He is searching for his keys. Okay, next one. Oh, where's this? This looks very dark and dirty and maybe cold. It's not a nice place, right? Maybe a little wet too. But this is really underground, far underground. And when people are digging under the ground, what are they doing? When they're digging under the ground, especially when they're looking for expensive rocks, they are mining. 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 It comes from this place. This place is called a mine. This is a mine. It's a place. The action or activity is mining. Mining. You know, when I was younger, I worked at a mine, right? I worked in human resources in a mine, but the mine looked like this. It was an open pit mine, right? It was not underground. It was a pit in the ground. And big trucks, huge trucks. So mines can be underground like this. Mines can also be just a hole in the ground too. So there's different kinds of mines. Okay. 5. To give money to buy things. When you give money to buy something, what are you doing? You are paying. You pay money for something. Pay money for something. Something could be toys, could be games, could be clothes, food, right? You pay money for something. Be careful. Pay is an irregular verb. We say pay, paid, paid. So past tense, we say paid. How much did you pay? I paid $10. Okay. Next one. Whoa, very nice. Very banja banja, right? When you say banja banja, what can you say? Bright and full of light, it's shiny, right? Shiny is like banja banja, very shiny, right? If you have gold or silver, it's shiny, okay? Very shiny. Next one, 7. This is an interesting picture. These books look very, very old, right? A long time ago, they didn't make many books, and a lot of books have been destroyed because they got old. There's been fires, water, rain, people throw them away. So very old books are hard to find. Some of the original books are hard to find. What are they? What can we say about them? They are rare. Be careful pronunciation. You have 2 R sounds. R. Remember when you make R sound, your tongue is in the back of near the back of your throat. It kind of forms a U in the back of your throat. From side to side. Rare. Rare. Okay, so one more time. Rare. So, something that is hard to find is rare. Okay, next one. 8. Aw, it's cute, right? Kipchio. Okay, so a little kitten, right? Little cat. The cat is not hard. That means if you touch the cat, it's not a hard surface. It's not like touching a table or this screen. It's not hard like that. It's very what? What's the opposite? Pandero of hard? Soft. Sure. If you put your hand on the kitten, it's very soft, very nice, right? Very soft. Okay, next one. Number 9. Okay. Looks like somebody has been very busy today. They've paid a lot of money for many things. To get something by paying money for it. What were they doing? They were buying. They were buying many things. If you said shopping, that's okay too. Shop, right? When people shop, that's what she's been doing, but she was buying things. She was shopping, okay? Also, she was paying money for things. She was buying things. Now, remember, buy is irregular. It changes form for the past. Buy, bought, bought. What did you buy? I bought shoes. I bought a jacket. I bought. What did you buy? Okay, I bought something. Okay, next one, number 10. Oh, what's this guy crazy? What's he doing? Don't do that. Hajima! Joshime! Okay? He's got to be careful, right? That's crazy. Right? He's going to electrocute himself. That's really dangerous. Don't do that, right? Very foolish. We could say crazy. You could also say stupid. Okay? This boy is stupid. I think in Korean you say pabo, right? Is that right? Pabo? Pabo would be like stupid. But crazy is michiso, right? Michiso. So he's crazy, okay? Don't do that. He's crazy if he does that. That's really nuts. You can also say nuts. He is nuts. He's nuts. He's crazy. We do this to mean he's crazy. Okay, very foolish. Don't do that. Okay, next one. Hey, these kids are having a good time. They are not outside. They're not outside. They are inside. Inside. So, pandero, out, in. And side is the same. Outside is outside with trees and nature, grass, dirt, sky above you. That's outside. Inside is in a bus or in a building, in a home, in an office, right? You're inside. Not outside means you are inside. Okay, next one. What is she doing? Well, it's a very nice thing that she has. She's imagining what will happen. So she's thinking in her mind. She has pictures in her mind about what will happen in the future. Maybe tomorrow, next week, next year. She's imagining. She is guessing. She is guessing what will happen. It's a guess. I don't know, but I'm guessing. When you imagine what will happen, you can guess. You can also, especially when you say imagine what will happen, it's like predict. You can also say predict. You predict what will happen. Okay, next one. Okay, what is this person doing? Looks like they're in their garden, right? And they're growing plants. So, when you garden, you make a hole in the ground with a tool, right? What are you doing? It's a very simple word. To dig. Dig. Dig in the ground. Dig is an irregular verb, so it changes form. Dig, dug, dug. Not a person's name, right? Be careful, because a person's name can be Doug, right? Hi, Doug. How are you? But it doesn't mean dug as in past tense of dig, right? It's a different thing, okay? Dig, dug, dug. Okay. Next one. This is underwater, some very pretty fish, beautiful fish. But if you think about the surface of the water is here, and you go down and down and down and down and down, if you get really far down, to be far down, where are you? You are deep. To be deep underwater, deep underground, right? You go down into something, and to be far down in something, deep underwater, deep underground. So to be very deep is to be far down. Okay, next one. This is a beautiful countryside, right? We have some water here, and the water is moving, right? It's a natural flow of water coming through somewhere. You've got land on both sides. The water is moving. What do we call this? We call it a river. It's a river. Remember, rivers are wide, right? If it's really small and you could step across it or walk across it very easily, it's not a river. We would call it a stream, right? A stream. Or you could call it a creek, right? Those are very small, but very wide. You have to swim across it, right? That's a river, okay? That would be a river. Okay, 16. Water surrounded by land. So we have water here, and on all sides, we can't see the rest of the picture, but just imagine, there's land all around it. Wow, look at that, I drew that with my hand. Okay, all around there's land. So water surrounded by land is called a lake. A lake. By the way, it's interesting. What do you call land surrounded by water, right? Think about the opposite. Pandero, what do you call it? You would call that an island. right? That would be an island. So island is the opposite, pandero, of lake. Okay? So water surrounded by land is a lake. Land surrounded by water is island. Okay. Now we've taken a look at all of our words. Let's do an exercise to remember those words. How well do you remember? What we're doing, this is interesting because we're asking you guys riddles. What is a riddle? Here is a riddle right here. Riddle. Riddle is when we give you clues about something. We give you a clue or a hint, right? We describe something, but we don't say the name. You have to guess the name. You have to think of the name. A riddle is like a puzzle, right? We give you some hints or clues, and you think of the answer. The answers are here. Let's go over them. Diamond, diamond, search, search, shiny, shiny, pay, pay, jewelry, jewelry, mining, mining, rare, rare, and soft, soft. Those are the answers to our riddles or our puzzles. What's the first riddle? The first riddle is I. Now, when we say I, right, it doesn't mean I, me. It means an object. Imagine some object is talking, right? That's part of the clue or the hint. So, I go on your hand. I go on your ear. What am I? What goes on your hand? A ring goes on your hand. What goes on your ear? An earring. Okay? So the answer is not ring or earring. The answer is something that ring and earring are both types of. A ring and an earring are types of what? We talked about this before. They are types of jewelry. So what am I? This is a common riddle question, right? Hint 1, hint 2, and then question. What am I? It's jewelry. Okay? So I go on your hand. I go on your ear. What am I? That's a riddle. Okay? And the answer to this riddle is jewelry, because ring and earring are types of jewelry. Okay. Let's do number 2. I can't find it. What should I do? So you can't find something. What should I do? Cry. Oh, I can't find it. No, don't cry, right? It's better to do something active. If you can't find something, 찾아요, right? Is that right? 찾아요? Yeah, 찾아요. Okay, so what should you do? You should search for it. 찾아요 is like find or search, right? So you should search for it, okay? Don't cry, okay? Search. Okay, next one. Number 3, we're digging for gold. We're digging for gold. What are we doing? Okay, so what's another word for digging for gold? What's a word that explains digging for gold? When people dig in the ground looking for gold or jewelry, not jewelry, but gemstones, what are they doing? What are they doing here? If you chose mining, that's right. That's the answer to the riddle. Digging in the ground for gold, you are mining. I told you before, I worked at a mine before. I worked at a gold mine. It's very interesting, isn't it? The company I worked for was looking for gold, and they made shiny bars of gold. Very expensive. Okay. 4, a pillow and a feather. What are they? This is an interesting riddle. It's comparing two things. A pillow, of course, is when you go to bed at night. On your bed, you have a nice cushion, right? And you put your head on it. And it's nice, right? It's very what? A feather is also the same thing. If you touch your face with a feather, it's nice and soft, right? That's the answer. A pillow and a feather, what are they? They are both. Both a pillow and a feather are both soft. A pillow and a feather, what are they? That's another type of riddle. Okay, 2 more riddles. I give him money for food. What do I do? If you give somebody money for food, or if you give somebody money for a game, or if you give somebody money for clothes, what are you doing? What are you doing? You are paying. You pay. What do? I pay. I pay. 6. You can find me in a rock. Not me. Okay. Again, riddles you have to imagine like an object or something is talking. You can find me in a rock. What am I? What am I? I'm in a rock. Well, what is in a rock here? What is something that we find in a rock? Of course, we can find a diamond in a rock. A diamond can be found in rock or rocks, right? A diamond can be found in a rock. So what am I? It's a diamond. So that's interesting, isn't it? It's fun to play riddles. Think of clues or hints and ask your friends riddles, right? You can use some of these words to make riddles to ask your friends. See if they can guess what the answer to your riddle is. Okay, well that wraps it up for the vocabulary section. Let's take a short break and then we'll come back and look at the reading. Don't go away.